Okay, hello everyone. This is Merritt Holloway, the Super Seamster, and so I'm back at you with part 4. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I've been thinking about the best way to sew these up. And so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to set the zipper on the one pocket, and since I'm going to have 8 pockets, then I'm going to set up 8 zippers. 4 of them I think 4 or 5 I'll be able to complete, and the other 3 I'm just going to set them up. So in any event, normally the way I start, and technically I could add a little piece of fabric right here, but I'm not going to, because I just feel like that when I turn it under, like it's gonna be good enough, because I'm gonna sew it really well. And maybe next time I'll do that, but for right now, these are kind of, I don't want to say budget pants, but I'm just kind of throwing this pocket just to add the flavor to it. Okay, oh, I moved my machine because it was too hard to get the camera in there. And so actually, it made everything, so I had to shift everything. So in any event, so I put the zipper foot on, and so when I do the zipper, I lock it on the first stitch. Okay, and even though these zippers don't match, but this particular thread is going to be blue. But the rest of the thread, when I sew it onto the green pants, is going to be green. Okay, and so these 3 I'm going to set to the side. Well, actually, I'm going to sew the other parts, but I'm going to set those to the side right now. And then I'm going to come and finish these. So like I said, on this, since I have blue thread on the machine, I'm trying to maximize the thread. And then plus that bobbin wound. So let me put a new bobbin in. That's another thing. Right now I'm trying to, and I only have about 5 more bobbins, but I'm going to try to fill all of them up with this green thread right here. And so that way, because I'm making 3 pair of green pants. So hopefully by the time I have to use the green thread, I'll be close to finished with the pants, so I may not need all 6 bobbins, or I may. But in any event, I'm just gonna, and here I'm sewing close to the edge of the zipper, and basically I just kind of use the zipper foot as the guide. And again, I can open up this zipper, but for 30 years I opened that zipper, and for the last 5 years I found out that I didn't have to waste that time. That means I really wasted a lot of time opening those zippers. But that's neither here nor there. If you make the pocket like have contrast on the top parts as well. Okay, so I ran out of bobbin thread and that bobbin filled up, so that's perfect timing. See, the reason the bobbin fills up so fast is because there's not very much, because this thread is really thick, and so it winds on the bobbin really quickly. And then when you're sewing with the thread, you run out of thread really quickly, because it's so thick that you don't get a whole lot into the bobbin. Now another thing, what I'm going to do right now, to be honest, and I hate to do it, but I notice I have a few smaller spools, and so this one is black. And so black and blue, you know, they're close. And again, I can be more of a stickler, but I just feel like, in a way, that I let my sewing work speak for itself. And so, you know, sometimes I may use a contrasting thread. In fact, sometimes I could even make a pair of pants and just use a really, really loud thread. It just, you know, depends the mood I'm in. But in any event, so I went to black because I noticed I had a few bobbins, a lot of bobbins like black. I'll use a whole lot of black bobbins. Okay, so what I want to do now that I've kind of done this, and I probably still have more to go, but I want to put the top part on. And then what I decided is that once I make these pockets, actually all the other pockets, I'm going to take the zipper foot off, and then I'm going to sew the pockets. But I just wanted to kind of do the zipper first, so that way I'm not going to accidentally sew the pocket, and I meant for it to be a zipper pocket. And technically I could put because like on this fabric there is enough room, but I'll talk about why I'm not gonna do it. But technically now I'm not seeing the other one, so let me come with these. Oh, I think I know where they are. And again, this particular stitch is just to hold the zipper. Okay, that's what it's about. Okay, now that thread is just, the bobbin just wound again. I don't know if you heard the click. And so I'm gonna go ahead and add another bobbin. When I really need to wind bobbins, then I really pay attention as soon as it clicks. Okay, so trying to see where I am. I need more pieces. I think that's all. And what I'll probably do, since I have blue on the top but not on the bottom, then I may just run another top stitch and just sew it up so that you'll see the blue on both, on that particular one, because I can kind of see that the blue kind of has a little dominance. And I'm gonna just set these aside because, to be honest, I'm gonna either throw a hem on them, or either I'm gonna hand press them, and then I'm gonna fold them. I'm probably gonna cut some of this top off too. I think right now it's kind of long. Now, where are those pieces? Okay. So on these pieces, I'm just gonna sew these on for right now, but I'm not doing the top stitch because, like I said, I'm gonna change the thread. But what I do want to do is just get the pieces on here together. And normally I would sew one side completed before I go to the other side. But in this case, my goal is to just have these ready so that when I do go to when I do change the thread, that I won't have to worry if I've done these. You know, they're already ready and they're waiting for the top stitch. And so that's kind of like sewing with a plan. Just like I planned on that once I do all of the pockets, that I decided that the next step, rather than trying to sew the side seam pockets to the front and the back, is the next step I'm going to put all of the back pockets on. Okay, and then once I have all of the back pockets on, then, now what I did for this one was I just kind of contrasted it, so this top part is, the stripes are going this way where the other part is going this way. And I didn't have to do that. I just took a little okay, this is the right side. I just took a little creative liberty. I just thought it would kind of just add another little flavor to it. And actually, to be honest, I have a pair of pants that are made out of this fabric. I made those pants gigantic too. They're really, really big. And so again, right now I'm just putting the foundational stitch on this. Later when I come and top stitch, then like I'll pick this up and pick up everything. Okay, so that's one, and now we get this one. It's gonna pick up here in a minute. The only reason why it's really kind of taking a long time, because I just felt like that if I put this pocket on here, it's gonna add to the flavor of the pants. That's why I'm doing it, because I'm already saving time, because I'm just making elastic waistband. Okay, that bobbin just popped again. Sometimes I just sit down and go to the bobbin. But this way, when I need to change the thread, then I will have enough bobbins already rolled, because I'm making 4 pair of pants with this green thread. Okay, so that's that, and I still have more to go because there's 8 altogether, and I'm only seeing and I don't want to talk about control on the machine, but just as an example, like, do you see, and again, that's not like great control, I can do better, but do you see how slow that I'm kind of going? And so even though this machine can go fast, what your goal needs to be is to get the control pants. And since I'm not doing a waistband and all of that, then I feel like I should, do something to. Okay, I'm just gonna cut this. I don't really like cutting thread. I like doing it the other way, where I'm kind of all the time dovetailing. And for the most time, I can do that. And technically, I could have kept going and maybe not cut the thread. But I feel like if I dovetail almost everything, then if I pull some thread and it's a little bit long, it's okay. Because that's artistic, I can't remember, artistic license. Just like right here, to save, all I do is I just turn it over and then sew on the back side. Okay. Okay, good. Now, it was important for me to get to this step, because now I'm going to change the presser foot, and I'm going to use the regular foot. And that's what my teacher did. When she sewed, she would always just run off the thread, and then she would just take the next one. This is where it's 2 pockets. Okay, so I'm sewing them one at a time. And then, as you can see, like, I don't mind if I have that. Now this one is more at 3/4, and I don't mind if I have that little extra interfacing. In fact, I would rather have that, because when I have that little extra interfacing, then I know if the fabric is more stretchy, that it should stay more woven. Okay, and